Hey guys, me World of WWE here, and in today's video I'll be fantasy booking Liv Morgan's Smackdown Women's title reign. I'll be trying to book it like WWE should, so I'll be starting this video off following Money in the Bank, where Liv Morgan cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase to win the Smackdown Women's Champion from a fallen Ronda Rousey, which went through a grueling match with Natalya. So following Money in the Bank on the Smackdown, after Money in the Bank, Liv Morgan comes out to a loud crowd reaction and starts cutting a very emotional promo. As you guys know, Liv Morgan is very emotional. When talking in front of an audience, she can get very emotional, and she does not hide any of her expressions as well. A very emotional promo about her climb to the top of the women's division. She cut a very emotional promo speaking about how she climbed to the top of the women's division. As Liv was celebrating her title win, out comes Natalya furious, saying if it wasn't for her to lock in the sharpshooter on Ronda and hurt her, Liv would not been able to cash in the Money in the Bank briefcase. As you know, Natalya is a very catchy heel, and it is actually because of Natalya that Liv Morgan won the Smackdown Women's title. And Natalya says for her troubles that she can at least get a Smackdown Women's title match from Liv Morgan. Liv wants to respond rightfully like she should. As a fighting champion, I know Liv as a fighting competitor that's always up for a fight, so she would have said yes to Natalya. But outcoming just as Morgan wanted to respond, out comes Ronda Rousey saying she rightfully still has a rematch clause, so at SummerSlam she wants a rematch. Just then a returning Charlotte Flair comes back and makes her return, stating that she also has a rematch clause because she never got her rematch against Ronda Rousey after all those words said to each other. Charlotte was demanding a title rematch, that's why she came back, and I think she rightfully deserves one after losing at WrestleMania Backlash, not getting any rematch. So as we find out, Adam Pearce comes out saying that there will be two sets of matches. The one match will consist of Ronda Rousey versus Liv Morgan. If Ronda wins, she will face Liv Morgan at SummerSlam, and the winner of Charlotte Flair versus Natalya will be the third member added in the SummerSlam, in the match at SummerSlam. So moving forward to later that night, in our first match of the night, which is Charlotte Flair versus the Queen Natalya. These two women put on a hard-hitting affair in the match. Charlotte hits a natural selection to put Natalya away and insert her in the match at SummerSlam. In the main event of the night, Liv Morgan and Ronda Rousey put on a blockbuster of a match. As we know, Natalya won't just let it slip that she lost the opportunity to go to SummerSlam, so she comes to ringside furious with her loss. And as Liv Morgan was looking to put the oblivion on Ronda Rousey, Natalya pulls the grip of the rope away, letting Liv fall face first, and Rousey stacks up for the 1-2-3 pinfall victory. So now we have a blockbuster of a match at SummerSlam, which will consist of three of the most high-profile women in WWE at this moment for the Smackdown Women's Champion. So at SummerSlam, the match will be featuring the champion, the underdog, Liv Morgan, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, and the queen of the Flair family, Charlotte Flair. And moving on to the biggest party of the summer, SummerSlam, where the triple threat for the Smackdown Women's title will take place. And it's time for the Smackdown Women's title match. These three women stare each other down inside the ring, and the match is underway. These women use all their best attacks and combinations, but it's not enough to secure the win just yet. In the closing stages of the match, Charlotte hits Ronda Rousey with a big boot, knocking her out to the outside of the ring as Charlotte turns her attention to Liv Morgan. Morgan counters a big boot with double knees, which sends Charlotte into the ropes, which allows Morgan to hit Oblivion, and she retains the SmackDown Women's title. She overcame two of the most high-profile women in the business with her first title match. Oh, and guys, just as a quick note, I'll be only recapping over the 4 next pay-per-views, which is SummerSlam, Clash at the Castle, Crown Jewel, and Survivor Series. Moving on to the SmackDown after SummerSlam, Liv comes out celebrating a win because she beat two of the best women to ever step foot in WWE ring. So also saying, what's next for me, Liv says. So, who will be my next opponent? Just then, out comes Adam Pearce, WWE official Adam Pearce, saying he will be setting up a 6-pack elimination style challenge to determine Liv Morgan's next opponent. The 6-pack challenge will be featuring the Queen, Charlotte Flair, the Navy-like superstar, Lacey Evans, the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey, the upstart, Raquel Rodriguez, the Queen of Black Arts, Shayna Baszler, and the Queen of the Heart Dungeon, Natalya, in the main event tonight. And it's time for the main event of SmackDown. The match gets underway with Liv Morgan at ringside at commentary with Corey Graves, Pat McAfee, and Michael Cole. The first elimination in the 6-pack challenge is Shayna Baszler, which is eliminated by the upstart Raquel Rodriguez. The second elimination is the Queen of the Heart Foundation, Natalya, which is eliminated by the Navy-like superstar Lacey Evans. So now we are down to the final 4. Charlotte Flair, Lacey Evans, Ronda Rousey, and the upstart Raquel Rodriguez. As the crowd is high on Raquel Rodriguez, Charlotte Flair eliminates Lacey Evans, and she eliminates the baddest woman on the planet, Ronda Rousey. Which leaves us with Raquel and Charlotte, which put on an amazing battle. And in the closing and in the end, Charlotte picks up the win, a very big win, which sends her to Clash at the Castle. Well, it will be Liv Morgan, the underdog, and the SmackDown Women's Champion versus Charlotte Flair, the Queen, moving on to Clash at the Castle. The match begins between Liv Morgan and Charlotte Flair. This match is for the SmackDown Women's title, so we have to be expecting big things from this match. Big things. Both women put on a clinic inside the ring to pull out all the stops in order to pick up the win. Many near falls, many pinfalls. Charlotte looks for natural selection, but Liv counters it and stacks her up for the win. Once again, Liv Morgan overcame all the odds and retains her SmackDown Women's title. So what is next for Liv Morgan after this? We will find out following Clash at the Castle on the SmackDown after Clash at the Castle. Liv comes out saying Charlotte Flair gave her a hell of a fight at Clash at the Castle, but saying she's up for an even greater and even more gargantuan and even more bigger fight at the Saudi Arabians' own Crown Jewel. What will the Saudi Arabian crowd be expecting? Just as she's saying that, out comes a very dedicated and upstart Raquel Rodriguez saying she should be next in line for the SmackDown Women's title. Raquel interrupted by Shotzi saying, "You cannot just demand title shots around here, Shotzi." Shotzi interrupted by the woman that claims she has the fastest pinfall victory in WWE, Aaliyah, saying she has the fastest pinfall victory in WWE history and deserves a SmackDown Women's title shot. Interrupted by the Protector, sent up from NXT, had a bit of a bad one, not qualifying for Money in the Bank, but saying she has protected everybody and has protected Aaliyah, but except herself, and it's time she becomes SmackDown Women's Champion. Just then, we heard all those comments, all the women laid down their states in the ring. Everybody left it inside the ring. So what will Adam Pearce come up with? So what will Adam Pearce come up with? We will find out as Adam Pearce comes out saying there will be a fatal 4-way match to determine Liv Morgan's opponent at Crown Jewel, featuring Raquel Rodriguez, Shotzi, Aaliyah, and Exile Lee. Who will come out on top? The Protector, the Underdog, the Upstart, or the very demanding Shotzi? But Raquel Rodriguez picks up the win, pinning Shotzi for the win, and sends her to the Saudi Arabian pay-per-view Crown Jewel. And it is time for Crown Jewel. It is time for the Smackdown Women's title match, featuring the Underdog, the champ, Liv Morgan, taking on the Underdog, the Upstart, the most determined Raquel Rodriguez. These two female superstars give the Saudi Arabian crowd what they deserve, but once again Liv Morgan overcomes all odds and retains her SmackDown champion. Following Crown Jewel on Raw, Bianca Belair comes out saying that she has a lot of respect for Liv Morgan, but it's about time that they unified the SmackDown Women's title and the Raw Women's title to see who is the female champ, the best female champion in WWE. Out comes Liv Morgan and agrees to the challenge, seeing that Survivor Series is the battle of the brands, the unification match can take place at Survivor Series. So we are expecting a very good battle. We are in store for a treat at Survivor Series, a unification winner-take-all match at Survivor Series. We arrive at Survivor Series with high stakes, very big high stakes, winner-takes-all, SmackDown Women's title and Raw Women's title unification between SmackDown Women's Champion Liv Morgan and Raw Women's Champion Bianca Belair. These two, the two most talented female superstars, put on a very exciting match with a great clinic with lots of pinfalls and near falls, but this is where Liv Morgan's good title reign comes to an end, with Bianca Belair hitting one final KOD off the top rope, and your new undisputed WWE Women's title champion Bianca Belair. I think this is how WWE should end her title reign, seeing that Bianca Belair is the next face of WWE. If you'd like to see a part 2 where I book Liv Morgan's climb to her second title reign, comment below and like and subscribe. Turn those post notifications on as well. Peace out, guys.